Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Band of Badgers, and this is our deadly quest. GM'd and written by this bloke over here. There he is, right there. How you doing, Ross?
I'm good, Dev. How are you?
Yeah, I'm hopefully fully recovered from the dreaded COVID. So that's done. that was 2 weeks of my
Nice.
life.
Positive.
Yeah, we'll put that on there. But how is everyone else? We ready for this?
Yeah.
I wasn't here for the last
Yeah.
session, so I'm relying on all of you to just run in, sort it out, and then I can make my slow-mo entrance. That's what we want.
Right.
Gonna
I really
sort
hope you
you
roll
in
a
at
load
the
of
end
stuff.
once it's all done.
Exactly. Anything you want to mention before we dive
Exactly.
straight in?
I'll do the usuals. Hi, I'm Pan. You can find me online at Stella Encore on Twitter, Blue Sky, yada yada. You can hear me on Emergency Power Podcast, Cosmo Punk, and a few other things, all on Twitter there. Check them out. Thanks. Hope you have fun. I've been really enjoying being far and being just a whiny little guy.
With a terrible mustache.
It's a great mustache. Don't leave him out. Far is very
That was big.
fashionable. People think he's cool.
What you
People
should do,
think
Pan,
it's
is
cool,
grow
okay?
the mustache. Grow the mustache out in real life, and then
Oh, me, no, I shaved.
I can twirl a little bit at the end.
There you get a little twirl in there. There you go.
Cool.
Everybody ready? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Dev.
Let's go. Right. I'm gonna
We've got
roll
a game
VT.
face on it.
Right, go. Good. So we want to talk about spiders earlier. Right.
It was.
I'm gonna roll VT, and it's over to you. See you in a sec.
Nice.
All right.
Still enjoy it every time. Still enjoy it.
Every time.
Cool.
It's cool.
Quick recap for last time. Very quick recap, and then we'll get straight into the fight again. So last time you got to Tebra May at the Willmaker's house. You did a bit of exploration. You were quite noisy, and you were definitely heard by the people down in the basement that you found later on. But you found some stuff out, some letters, some notes, things of conspiracies, plans to help get people out of the Underdark, just some immigration issues into Drudan, it turns out, and some difficult policies that the Emperor seems to have. You also found a globe with the word shine bright and hover on a bit of paper next to it. Not reminding you that for any reason. And then you found the pulley system that meant you could get into the basement. And you headed down and you found the twins and Senka. And you very quickly dispatched of the twins. But then the Dryada came out. And then the Dryada called out her children.
Yes.
And that is where we left off last time, with the children emerging. The Choldriff, this spider-like creature that is almost like a Dryada, but the torso, whilst it has drow ears and weirdly nostrils on this face, it is a spider face with spider mandibles and these 6 yellow eyes. And you also saw the cave fisher, which is this like perfectly white creature, almost like a scorpion with claws at the front, but no actual spiky tail at the back and no eyes on its face. And then the Chitine, my favourites. These small little creatures that are about 3 foot tall, but they have got 4 arms, 2 legs, covered in like spider fur and these spider faces. They're just really cool, and they've got 3 daggers in their hands. So
Great.
they're nasty little things, and that's where we left off. So Dave, let's get the fight music up, and then we'll start at the top of the round because conveniently we finished at the top of the round actually. But so the first up is going to be Vaughn, and as he sees these Ch02, Choldriff, and the cave fisher come out, he will go, "Oh no, that's not good. Actually, you're not supposed to be up here. You need to just like turn around and go away. Okay." And then he will fire 2 arrows at the Choldriff, the drow spy-like creature. So I'll get to attack him. Oh no. He misses with both as he fires, but he's kind of distracted speaking to the Drider and not the Choldriff. And both arrows, he whiffs them with a nat 1 on one of them and completely misses. And that is his turn.
Oh no.
Come on, Vaughn.
It's a good start.
Oopsie daisy.
Tried.
But Shafe, Shafe, it is now over to you. But before you go, Kingsman, can you roll initiative so we know where you're going to start?
Initiative. Yeah, let's do this.
I don't think you'll beat a 23, but
13.
cool. So you're going to go second to last. That's good. Shafe, you are up as you have seen these creatures emerge, but they have not seen you because you are still invisible.
Yeah.
What would you like
So-
to do?
I am going to move forwards, keeping my invisibility up. Move my 30-foot movement. And
Cool.
I would like to hold my action, please. The reason I've moved forward is so that if anything goes towards Zaneshka, I can get an attack in. So I'm going to hold my action. If anything comes within range of me, then I'm going to swing for it.
Cool. Yeah, that might happen. Cool. So you've heard your action.
Yeah.
You will hear this clumping, and you see the dust from the stone. As whilst you can't see him, you can absolutely hear Shafe, who is the noisiest person in your group. But he's still invisible, so nothing can. It's still hard to target him. Far, you are up next. You still have the whole person on you, so you are frozen in place. You can make a wisdom saving throw, I believe it is.
Gone far.
Mm-hmm.
You're on mute.
Sorry, that you can tell from my face that was an 11.
Cool. So are you using digital dice again, Pat?
You know I am. Just look at these
Why?
dice, man.
Really?
Look at my
Why?
real dice out.
Just
Yeah, you know what?
real dice.
I forgot
Surely
the
you must
pain-
have a stash of dice.
I do. They're right here. I forgot the pain that these damn digital dice are doing me, but I have my dice. Ta-da. So I'm going to get them out.
Cool. So while you get them out, you try and fight this spell that is holding you in place, but you cannot break through it, as 11 is not enough to break the Drider's whole person. And that is the end of your turn, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
So
next
I
up,
just turn around and go like, "Hey guys, could you use a little help here, please?"
just really muffled from far as he tries to speak with the whole person. But it is now their turn. Senka will go first, who is the creature in front of you far, and will just smile at you as they have seen you struggle against this and ask for help. And
Actually, I do want to ask.
Yep.
Technically, as long as I hurt myself or strike myself, I can still heal myself through the hand of healing.
So you can't move or do anything because you're on a hold.
I can't move at all. Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. You are paralyzed,
I'm
not
quite
restrained.
paralyzed and buggered. All right.
Cool. So the first attack with advantage from Senka is a 13 to hit.
Far no, but don't forget it's also he got his cape up now again.
Cool. So I will roll that flat, but we'll say that one misses because it missed anyway.
Yeah.
And the second one rolling flat was a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that really hits.
That'll do it. Yeah. So she somehow, again, having missed twice last time while she were held, swings at you and is almost laughing too much at the fact you're still held and misses. But then the second time is able to slash around and hit you. And I will just double check, but I'm relatively confident because you're paralyzed. This might be quite bad. Yep. So because they've hit, it is a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that. And then 2 others. Cool. So we'll do the slashing damage first. So that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And then 17 points of necrotic damage on this critical
No.
hit.
Okay, Far is down.
Oh.
Cool. But you're still stood up though, because you're still held in place by the whole person's.
Okay, so Far falls asleep standing up.
But you can all tell as this creature swings once and misses, swings again, and absolutely hits true. And Far doesn't go limp, but you just see a bit of life ebb from him as he is unconscious as well as paralyzed. Cool. Well, that's that creature's turn. The cave fisher tries to sense. You can see it hasn't got any eyes. It crawls up the far wall and walks along it just around the corner. And Shafe, you would probably see this from where you are. You can just see its head like move as if it's trying to sense something, but it hasn't got a target just yet.
Okay.
And then the Choldrith, which can't see you, is going to move forwards about 30 feet. Then let me just double check the distance on it. Oh, it's only 30 feet. So I think, yeah, even Neshka is too far away from the Choldrith. So that is fine. Instead, what it's going to do, Neshka, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? As it is about to cast a spell, this spider creature.
Absolutely. 16.
Cool, yep. That is absolutely fine. As you feel this creature cast a spell that, much like Far, tries to hold you in place, but you're able to fight through it. And you do not take its hold person spell. So that is good news. Shafe, what you will see, and I'm telling you obviously for a reason, is this creature, not seeing you there, not paying attention, uses its dash action to run past you.
Then I would
Would
like
you like-
to take my action, please.
Yes, of course you would.
Do I get advantage? Yeah, hasn't seen.
Yep, you're invisible, so you get advantage to strike. Because, they can't see you to avoid you.
That is 19 on the dice, which is 27 to hit.
Yeah, 19 plus stuff hits. Yeah, don't worry, you're fine. It's got no armor on. It's just got like its spider body and this little loincloth that's a bit torn. They're pretty easy to hit.
So that's 6 points of damage.
Cool.
My second attack.
Yep.
25.
Yeah, 25 hits.
And that is 11 points of damage. So that's 17 points of damage in total.
Cool. So this creature...
Sorry, I haven't done enough. I haven't done enough. An extra 4 on top of that. So 21 in total.
The extra was absolutely unnecessary, but that's fine. As your double blade, as this creature just runs with its arms in the air, and you understand, Shafe, what it is saying. Is in Undercommon, it is just chanting the word mother. The rest of you just hear this weird chanting that you can't place, but it's just creepy because of this creature. And as it runs past you, Shafe, you just carve it in half, and its legs keep running, but the top half just stays in place as it then falls to the ground. But you are no longer invisible.
No, that's fine. I shall to bring the blade down quickly and flick the blood away. I shall look straight at the Drider and say, 1 down, 3 to go.
Nice.
Badass.
Before she responds to the jitting that is still alive, but it's just in its kin, get slashed and chopped down, is going to make 3 attacks at you.
Yeah.
Is there anything that would impact them being advantage or disadvantage before I forget?
They're not at disadvantage, no.
Cool.
I
And they're definitely
I don't think there wouldn't be advantage, would there? Because they're not flanking me.
No, it's made I keep forgetting the fast at the cloak on. So I'm just double checking. I haven't got anything else.
No,
Cool.
I don't
So
know anything.
I will. That won't hit. An 11 won't hit you. A 15 won't hit you. Will a 21 hit you?
A 21 would hit me, yes.
Yeah, and just as well. I'm
Yes.
aware of that. Cool. So it swings wildly at you, trying to slash at you, but just hits your shield, and you're easily able to deflect it. But one of its forearms does get through, and you take a mighty 3 points of piercing damage from this small dagger.
Okay.
And then the Dryder steps forward as her long legs just very delicately walk across the stone floor and smile at you, Shafe. Well, let's see how many of you can go down. And what I'm going to need from you, as I get to use one of my homebrew spells, is a dexterity saving throw, please, Shafe.
Okie dokie. Not great for me. That's a 15.
Cool. So you make it as what you see is this spider web magically comes out of her hands and fires at you, but you're able to dodge it. Neshka, can you now please make a dexterity saving throw as the web carries on past Shafe to the target behind?
Okay, well that is nat 20.
Hey,
Well
the
played.
deftest of movements.
That is a very good time for both of you to pass your saves. It's a very cool spell that I now can't use, but that's fine. As you both see this quite thick, strong web fire out, and as it does, Shafe, you dodge it. Neska, you're also able to dodge it, and it can't reach Vaughn that's behind you, and it just dissipates in front of you, but it looks quite thick and strong. But now it's gone, as you have both saved a dex saving throws, so well done.
Excellent.
And is she going to use bonus action? No, I don't think she will, not this time. But she does get all her legendary action back, which is good. So, Mrs. Bemble Bumble, that is now you next up.
Okie dokie. I am going to move my tiny little 25 feet. Jeez, it's a really difficult one, isn't it? Is far blocking sight of Stabby Cousin?
No, you'd be able to position yourself so you could see enough.
Fabulous. In that case, I'm going to use one of my fire arrows and try and shoot this young wee upstart. That's a natural 20.
Oh, damn.
Amazing. This is what we like. This is good.
Okay, so that's 11 off the bat. Is that including the fire damage?
So that it's all the dice you roll would be so
Okay,
you max out anything first and then roll it all.
So 17 plus. Where's all my d6? He's gone. 23. 8. 30 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Amazing.
That's a hefty chunk.
Oh,
So you fire this special arrow that Wilwar gave you, the gnome artificer, and it flies through the air, and it is bang on target as it hits right in the middle of the chest, Senka, who has put your friend down and unconscious. And she doesn't set on fire, but you can see it burn, and it is really painful. And they use their reaction, and the scimitars get dropped, and you see them twist a ring on their finger, and they vanish from sight.
Oh,
oh, I don't like that. Bonus action hide. Up into the staircase a little bit.
But they look very badly hurt when they did it.
And that's a very bad stealth check. That's a natural 1 for an 8.
Oh.
Cool. I think Mrs. Bumblebumble is wise enough to know she is not hidden.
You are standing next to a torch, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Cool. So that is your turn as you get in Senka off the table. There is a very good move at the moment. Or off the table as far as you know. Kingsman, you are up next. What would you like to do? As you all hear Kingsman just suddenly strolling down the steps like nothing's been happening, like he's been away for a little bit.
where's everybody gone? I can't find anyone. Where'd they all go? Oh, Mrs. Bemble Bumble. What's that? Oh, shit.
Welcome to Spider Town.
Right, I need to get into this fight, and I am right at the beginning. So I need to... not that one. Let's have a look.
You've got a stupid amount of movement these days, haven't you?
Yeah. So I will go... Okay, so the one that's attacking Shafe, I will. I will dash all the way there.
Yeah.
And I will. I'm not raging yet, but I will. One of my new feats is Charger. So on my bonus action, and then you see me. So as I come to the bottom of the stairs, Mrs. Bumble sees me, and I've got my toothbrush in my mouth, and I've just been chewing it all the way down, just like a like a toothpick, goes from side to side. Someone likes to get the matchstick in their mouth. This is a toothbrush. So I'm
Which
just
end of the toothbrush?
chewing on that. I got the toothbrush ages ago.
No, which end?
I'm not telling you. So that gives me a +5 bonus to the damage roll. So I'm going to run all the way there and just clothesline this thing.
Cool. Make an attack.
Do you want me to use the unarmed?
Yeah, it's unarmed, but you can add your proficiency bonus to your attack if it doesn't let you already.
So that's one down. Right, let's find out. That's a +6.
Because your toothbrush actually gives you proficiency in unarmed strikes.
That's a 19.
Yeah, 19 will hit this little thing. That's fine.
Right,
You have to duck down a little bit because it's actually quite short.
So
a knee might be better.
That is a 5 plus the 5 is 10 plus 3 on the D4 with my little toothbrush. That's 13 points of damage as I Ultimate Warrior clothesline this thing and put him onto the ground.
Nice.
Cool. And it immediately looks badly hurt. Like you have crushed one of its arms and maybe cracked some ribs as you hear the cracking. It looks badly hurt, but it just screams back at you with saliva going all over you, your oiled body. As it is in pain, but it is focused, and you feel like it doesn't fear what comes next. Bonus action and movement.
He's got a attack, hasn't he?
That was it. So I dashed and used my bonus action.
Yep, cool.
Don't you have 2 attacks?
He uses action to dash though, so he gets an attack on his bonus action as part of the charger. It's an attack, not an action. Cool. So Neshka, you are up next. What would you like to do? As you have seen, like you can feel the life has left Far. He's at least unconscious. Maybe the life hasn't left him just yet. And you can see everything around you. What would you like to do?
I think I would like to see what this orb can do.
Excellent.
So, move right here.
Oh.
I'm going to take the orb out of my bag, and I'm going to try the Shine Bright command.
Cool. So you say that out loud, and the orb starts to pulse with light inside it, like a really warm orange glow like the sun. And you get a feeling of a choice, Neshka, as you feel this pulse. You could choose to light the room up. You could choose to emulate the daylight spell, or you could bring the brightness of the sun into this room.
I think the brightness of the sun is going to be too much.
So make me a nature check with advantage as you make this decision. That might help you.
Is activating the orb a bonus action or an action?
So it would be an action to activate this orb. So as you think maybe the sun's too much, Neska, you remember where these creatures come from, the Underdark, and you have heard tales and were told by people that these people are going to hate the sun, and it could be to your advantage to have the light of the sun in this room because you're all used to it. It's these creatures that aren't. So the sunlight could benefit, actually massively benefit you here.
I will do that then.
Cool. And as you do, there is a burst of light that fills this entire room because the room isn't big enough for it to reach not to reach the edges. And you see the Dryder, you see the Choldrith, and you see the Chitine, and Mrs. Bimblebomble, you notice Vaughn, all like put the hand up to the light, and you're all a bit blinded by it, but they all seem massively impacted as the sunlight is here. They will all have disadvantage on their attacks and any perception checks that rely on sight. because they are all sensitive to sunlight specifically.
Ooh, okay.
Not daylight or light, apparently. It has to be sunlight. So it's a slightly modified globe that you've got there, drift globe. Cool. And are you holding it in your hand, or are you saying the other word?
What was the other word?
The other word was hover.
Oh, yeah, hover, definitely.
Cool. And you say that, and you feel like you've got a choice between like just off the ground and about 15 feet in the air, and you could pick where this thing is going to hover as it starts to raise out of your hand.
Can it just sort of hover near me?
Yeah, it can literally stand right next to you. It's big enough that it's going to fill this entire room. It doesn't matter now. It is just so you have your hands free, basically. So you're not holding it all. You've got your hands free, and you can do anything you would normally next turn. I tell you that's a really good move to do, and to use that. You were the first people to use that in this game.
Nice.
And it's very beneficial. Cool. Eddie, you've used your movement. It was your action to activate it, and I'd suppose say the bonus action to do the hover. Anything else you want to do, or are you happy with that?
I'm very happy with that. That's it.
Yeah, you've massively helped everyone out there, because if anything tries to attack, it's going to go really bad.
Yes.
Cool. So that is Neshka. It's now Vaughn's turn. He's gonna give it a bit of a better
Oh
go.
no, poor Vaughn. I should have warned him.
But what he does do,
Oh.
you see him. He reaches down to his side, and he pulls off what looks like a little metal, like a black metal strip, and he shakes it, and out comes this visor that he just attaches to his face.
Oh.
Basically
Wow.
allows him to see through this slit. But he's a warrior and a fighter, and he lived in the Underdark. He's used to this sort of stuff.
Like Inuits use those, right? Then it's too bright.
Yeah, it blocks out the sun enough so that he is not blinded by it, and he doesn't have
Right. Smart
disadvantage
move.
on his attacks. Yeah, they're prepared for this sort of thing. People have used the sunlight against Drow before. Like eventually, they're going to figure something out to stop it, aren't they?
I hope
Cool. He
none
does
of
a
these
bit
guys have that.
better this time. One of his arrows does hit, so I will roll damage for that. He's not going to knock this Choldriff down. Shaith, that is your turn. You see these arrows fly. One of them misses again, but one of them does hit the Choldriff. The Ch'teen in front of you looks really badly hurt, but you can also feel Far isn't moving and probably isn't conscious. What would you like to do, Shaith, on your turn?
I'd like to attack the Dryder, but I don't want to leave Far in the lurch.
Cool.
Can I ask a clarification on
You absolutely
spell
can.
casting? I have bonus action spells and I have action spells. Can I cast both in the same round?
You can only cast one leveled spell in a round, so you can either do a bonus action and then a cantrip, or you can do a. I don't think there are any cantrips that are bonus
I
actions.
don't have cantrips on Paladin.
Yeah.
No. So what I'm going to do then is I am going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Cool.
Good.
I'm then going to move to Far. Excuse me, and I would like to dump 19 points of healing from my lay on hand pool into Far. Please.
Amazing.
I would have done Cure Light Wounds, but the 2 spell thing.
Yeah.
I
So,
Mm-hmm.
understand.
and did you add 2+2 to your own AC? Is what you did.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What does your lay on hands look like, Shaith, as you do this to Far, who has avoided doing death saving throws because of this?
So I walk across, confident my shield, which is a glowing vision of Tritherion symbol in front of me. Have complete faith in the knowledge that is going to protect me from the Dryder's attack as I do this. My hand becomes sheathed in blue flame as I reach down and touch Far on the shoulder, gripping quite firmly. Come on, old man. Wake up. We need you.
And Far, you feel this, but you are still under the spellhold person.
Yeah, so Sparks goes, oh God, for crying out loud. Thanks. Okay, thank you. I'm still stuck here, but thank you.
Cool, but you are luckily conscious, so you're not making death saving throws, which would have
I
been
am.
really
That's
bad.
right. Thank you very much for saying.
Yes, that is good
You're
news. And Far, it is now your turn. So would you like to make another wisdom saving throw?
Sure. Oh, wait. There we go. All right. Come on. Come on. 18. 18.
Cool. And this time, as you feel the power and the energy of Shaith running through your body, you also are able to carry that through, and you break the whole person. So you are no longer held in place. So on your next turn, if you're, no one's cast whole person again, you'll be fine.
Nice. Yes. Excellent. Great. Oh, Far does like a quick push up. Okay.
Down to the floor. Give me one. There we go.
Excellent.
Just one push up.
That probably is good news for you now that you are up, as it is their turn, as the creatures will move further into the room. Kingsman, the Ch02 is going to try and hit you with 3 attacks because you are in front of it. It makes all of them at disadvantage, though.
Okay, that's handy.
That is handy. Thank you, Neshka. Cool, so that's a 6.
Miss.
A 9.
Miss.
And a 6.
Miss. Yeah.
As you see, it's got 4 eyes, I think it is.
Yeah.
But none of them are properly open, and if it tries to open more than one at a time, it just has to close them all as it reacts to this bright light that is in this room and whiffs all of its attacks and doesn't hurt you. This Choldrith is going to move over here into the middle, and what I'm going to need from Shaith, from Neshka, and from Kingsman is charisma saving throws, please, as it casts a spell at you.
Dum, 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 dum. 23.
I have terrible charisma, but I got an 18.
Cool.
15.
So you all see this black magic and almost like smoke come towards all of you, originating from this Choldrith, and it tries to get up into your body through your mouth and your nostrils, but you're able to fight it off as this Bane spell does not take effect, which is good news for you, I would suggest.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. And then as a bonus action, next to too far away, next to Kingsman, you see this spectral dagger suddenly appear next to you, just floating in the air, and it's going to attack you. But because it is an attack, I'll do it at disadvantage again. Cool, 7.
It's a miss.
And you see the spectral dagger just try and poke at you, but because the Choldrith can't properly see to attack, it also can't control the spectral dagger that is next to you, but it stays there. It does not disappear. So there is still this dagger next to you.
Ooh, did I go? I just realized.
Yeah, you did your wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
You did your push-up.
Yeah, you did your
Yes,
wisdom save, so
yes.
you're not held, and then you did a push-up.
Yeah, no, that's right. So I couldn't move before that.
So you're fine. Yeah, you are fine now. Shaith, as you've run across, the cave fisher that is on the wall can sense you and realizes you are moving, and it fires this filament at you, this white filament out of its face that sticks to you. You cannot avoid it, but what I will need is a strength saving throw from you, please.
A strength saving throw.
Yes, please.
That is a 13.
13 exactly. As you feel this filament starts to get pulled back towards the cave fisher as it tries to drag you towards it. But as it does, you move half an inch, but you're just able to stop yourself. And it doesn't take you anywhere, but the filament is still attached to you.
Okay.
And whilst it is attached to you, you can't move or anything, but you can break it on your next turn if you choose to.
Yeah.
And then it's the Dryder's turn, who is very unhappy because of everything you've all been doing, but is also conscious that, things haven't been going very well. So let's just double check that. I'll upcast it, that'll be fun. So Against you, Neshka, because you have the orb. The lower roll is a 15.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay, so, and that is third level, so it's another d8. So you see this green ray come towards you as the Drider casts Ray of Sickness at you and is able to hit you. So this will be... So you are poisoned until the end of your next turn. Oh no, actually, make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can avoid the poison, actually.
Okay. No, that's a 5.
Cool, yeah, so you're poisoned. I reread it and I was like, oh, you get a con save, that's good. So you are poisoned and you take 16 points of poison damage as this ray washes over you. Cool, I'm going to do that level. I think that is probably their go for now. Mrs. Bumble Bumble, you are up.
Okay.
What would you like
Just to
to do?
clarify before I do what I was planning, is that spectral dagger visible to everyone or just Kingsman?
Yes. Yeah, you can all see it. It's just right next to him.
In that case, I'm gonna bring up my short bow with my normal arrows and be like, "Got ya, you wee bugger!" And I'm gonna try and shoot for where I think he will be, if I can see the dagger.
So you can see the dagger, but like,
Yeah. I'm happy to at a disadvantage to make a guess as to where this dude could be.
so you can still see the Choldriff. Oh, are you trying to find Senka?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can make a perception check at disadvantage because they're invisible.
In that case, I will use my eye for detail feature to do a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object.
Cool. Yeah.
Ooh, very nice. 21.
Cool. So their best roll was like a 6 because they rolled a 1 and a 2 for their stealth.
Nice.
So what you sense is right next to you on the step, as though they are trying to run away, and they dashed over here on the last turn.
Wow.
Oh, in that case, I'm
But they're
gonna.
still invisible.
That's fine. If I can sense that they're there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna act as if I'm shooting towards where that spectral dagger is, and at the last moment turn and shoot to where I think they might be. So that's quite nice. That's 19 to hit.
Is that a disadvantage?
That's a disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, cool. You hit. You can roll damage if you would like to, or you can just tell me how this happens.
Oh, let's do the damage just for the funsies.
Cool, that's fine. Absolutely.
8 points of damage. I think she turns with like this very cold, emotionless look in her eyes, and she says, "You don't mess with my boys." And as this arrow just kind of shoots straight, I think just right through the eye, clean as a whistle.
Cool. And initially it just stops in midair as you fire this arrow, and you hear the thunk, and you see the blood start to pour as Senka then comes out of invisibility as they've now been attacked, and just looks at you, and with their last act smiles, collapses to the floor, and their body is just like consumed in this fire, and they disappear anyway. Make a perception check for me, just see if you pick up on something.
Okay.
You got a bit of 15 is what you've got to be.
Okay. Yeah, that's 16.
Excellent. So when this fire erupts, and it does erupt the moment they hit the stairs, like as soon as their body is dead and touches the stairs, this fire erupts and encapsulates them, and they almost get pulled down by this fire, and you get a distinct smell of sulfur.
Ooh.
Anything else on your turn, Mrs. Bumble Bumble, or is killing that creature that was trying to run away enough?
All right then. I'm going to try and hide again. No, I can't. As my bonus action, I've already done it. I can't. I'm just going to stand there and be like, "Oh, I'm pumped."
The energizing of killing someone.
That reminds me of my 20s.
That was so long ago.
Yeah.
Cool. Kingsman, you are up.
Right, I'm gonna grab this creature that is in front of me. So this one here, I'm completely ignoring the dagger, but I'm gonna grab this thing. I'm gonna attempt to grab its arm and put my foot on it and rip it off.
Cool.
Let's give that a go.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
And you're not raging yet, are you?
I will rage. Do this and rip it
Cool.
off.
So make the strength check if you
So
rage, then make the strength check at advantage.
Yep. Right. Okay. So that's a 5. That's no good. That's a 14 plus 3. 17.
Yeah. So is it just one arm you're looking for, or a couple of arms? What are you looking to do?
Well, it depends. If I can grab like one and then go just rip it off. I'll do that.
Yeah, and you see as this creature tries to fight but just can't because it is very badly hurt and it has got 1 hit point left. As you just rip its arm off at the shoulder, and you have these 2 limbs, and it just bleeds out onto the ground. This quite black blood, but it is blood, and then it falls to the ground and is dead. And Shafe, you're too far away to hear it, but it mutters something as it does die. It mutters one last word that you don't understand, and then it is dead. So another creature is dead.
I wouldn't have heard it anyway, because at the moment of its death, I raise my sword across the battlefield and shout very loudly, 2.
I hold up the 2 arms and go, 2!
Amazing. But at the end, is that the end of your turn, Kingsman? Action, bonus action, any movement?
Yeah, what was the name of that thing I just killed?
It was a chitine.
A chitine. Okay, cool.
Cool. And at the end of your turn, almost like she forgot about it and has remembered suddenly, the Dryder is going to use her legendary actions. So almost like she goes, I can do this, yeah. Kingsman, Neshka, Shafe, and Far, can you all please make charisma saving throws?
What? No. Oh wait. Hang on.
Charisma.
Natural 20.
Woo!
I got a 16.
Cool.
3.
Good.
Ooh,
3.
3's
Okay.
not good.
That's 19.
19. Cool. As this Dryder, as you kill another one of its children, she lets out this screech that fills this room and echoes. And those closer, so not Vaughn and Mrs. Bumble, you get a wave of fear come over you. But most of you are able to resist it. But Neshka, you are frightened of the Dryder, which I will just explain that condition for anyone that doesn't know. So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear. So you don't have to run away, but you cannot move closer.
Okay.
And the rest of you feel like the other 3, Shafe, Far, and Kingsman, feel like if she did that again, you wouldn't be bothered by it. Like you've resisted it once, so you're probably good for a bit. Might be scarier tomorrow, but for the rest of the day, you're probably all right.
So very specific feelings.
Yeah, very, very specific, very mechanical feelings. Cool. So that is her reaction. Neshka, that is now your turn.
Well, I can no longer do what I was planning to do. So, because I am terrified of this drow now, I'm going to go ahead and heal myself. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Oh, wow, that's terrible.
I have a question, Ross, while Vinny's doing that.
Yep.
Is that spectral dagger disappeared now?
Nope.
It's still there. Okay.
Yep. It
Well,
came
our man
from
over
the Choldrith, not the Chitine. The
Yeah.
The bigger spider that's like a dry.
Our man here, he's done for.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
When
Stabby
I cast
Stabby cousin. Yeah.
when I cast Cure Wounds at second level, is that 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier for both d8 or
At
just...
second level, I think it's 2d8 plus your modifier, isn't it?
Okay, right. So I get back 10 hit points. Not a lot, but that's fine.
Every little helps.
Hmm.
Any bonus action or movement on your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, cool. And then at the end of your turn, the Dryder bends her legs down and then springs up as she uses her other legendary action that she'll be able to use this turn, and basically
gross.
jumps up to this ceiling that is like 30 feet above you and turns it upside down and is now stuck to the ceiling and is like 30 feet in the air.
Grim.
Can't move this turn, but can crawl around next turn. Cool, Neshka, that's your turn. It's now Vaughn's turn. He's going to move around and he's going to start trying to attack the Dryder with his bow and arrow. Let's see how he gets on with this, shall we? What do we think? Do you think he's going to hit or do you think he's going to miss? Oh, he's going to miss.
Right? It's okay, never mind.
Yeah, he goes to
Hi,
fire
Vaughn.
two
Okay.
arrows. But he's obviously hasn't used the visor in a while. He's still getting used to it. And he whiffs two arrows straight into the ceiling, right next to the Dryder, but not hitting the Dryder. Oh, I'll probably do better next time. Like next time I've got this, I'll do it next time. It's fine. Shaith, that is now your turn. The Dryder is up on the ceiling above you and is like 15 feet off the ground, so is out of your reach. The cave fisher is on the wall and is about 10 feet up the wall. The Choldrip is right in the middle though and hasn't moved yet.
I'm currently attached to the cave fisher, aren't I?
You are, yeah.
Or more accurately, the cave fisher is attached to me.
Yeah, however you want to look at it, it's like a perspective thing, isn't it?
I'm going to grab the thing,
I thought
the
you might.
sticky thing, and I'm going to pull the cave fisher off the wall so that I can attack it.
Cool. So one-handed, you doing this?
Yes.
You want to do that thing where you wrap your arm around it?
Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just clarify this. So you're wrapping your arm around the sticky filament.
Yeah.
And then
So
pulling
that
it towards you.
and then pulling it towards me.
Cool. Make a strength check. It is going to resist this.
Yep.
So it'll be an opposed strength check.
17.
22.
Ah.
So you go to. So can you also now make a strength saving throw to see if you can pull your arm off of the sticky
Oh
filament?
God.
That is 22.
Oh,
and
swapping.
Cool. Just to clarify though, did you drop your shield or sheath your sword?
Sheath my sword.
Cool. So you are able to take your hand off of the filament. As you try and pull it, though, you see the cave fisher just digs into the wall. This is its thing. It does this all the time. I rolled very well as what happened.
Do I think I would be able to reach if I was stood underneath it? If you said it's 10 foot in the air.
So I would let you jump to do it.
Okay.
I would let you use a bonus action to jump up and swing at this spider thing that's on the wall, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I've sheathed my sword, what I'd like to do is jump up and grab hold of it.
What, the Dryder?
No, because I can't move, can't you? You said because I'm attached.
Yeah,
to the
you
cave
can't move,
fisher,
but the
I can't
cave fisher
move.
is on the wall. It's away from you, so you aren't within reach of the cave fisher.
Unless
Yeah,
I
we're
move
like
towards
under
it.
the Dryder.
Unless
you move towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If you move
that's
towards
what I'm
it,
going to do. I'm going to
you can
move towards it, jump
Cool.
up, and grab hold of it. Do you want me to make an athletics check?
Oh, so I thought you would do that next turn, Steve. So what you can do is move up to it, and next turn you'll be able to jump up if that's what you
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
do.
I will do that. Yeah.
Yep. Just because you've used your grapple, you're basically trying to grapple it, and that'd be an action. And you tried to pull it towards you already. Okay. So that's your turn. Far, you are not being held by anything. You are absolutely free to move around. The Dryder's on the ceiling, and the cave fish is on the wall, but there is a Choldrip that is on the ground, just in the middle.
Okay.
What would you like to do now that you're free?
All right. Shafe just help me out. So as much as I'd love to slap up the drider, I'm gonna help him out. I'm gonna go over and take some pops at this. What's it called? A what fisher? Cave fisher?
Cave fisher, yeah, is what's called.
Cave fisher. Take some pops at this cave fisher. See if I can't free Shafe. And I'm
Cool.
not
So
gonna
you can, if you want to, there's still the filament.
Oh,
If you want to attack the filament, you can attack that, or you can attack the cave fisher itself.
I'll go for the cave fisher itself. Although I did just—that's the problem with real dice. You drop them on the floor. Bollocks. I've got more than I've got the Spanish. It's cool. Okay, so that is 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Roll some damage
Don't
for this
have
cave
anything
fisher
else
that is so far
yeah.
untouched.
That is 11 damage.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and flurry of blows it
Excellent.
with 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay.
As you hit the first time and you see it's a dent, you leave a dent in its armor, its natural armor that it has.
I've
But the
been here
second time you
before.
just can't quite get it.
Okay, cool. I check then. It's 15 again, so no, never mind. Okay, cool.
It's just got an AC of 16, just so.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay,
No,
anything else
actually,
in your
can I,
turn?
you know what I will say? Can I use on the one that hit a stunning strike? No, to use 5 blows, so I can't. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to use.
I use the 5 blows, so I can't, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shay. Sorry, Shay. I'm trying, man.
It's okay. You broke the thing, so I'm not attached anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're still attached. He didn't attack the filament.
I
He
didn't,
only
I didn't break the
attacked
film.
Fisher.
I hit the thing. I was trying to
So you've
take
still
it out
got
first.
this filament attached to you, and this thing is going to try and pull you off the ground. When its turn is next. Oh, and that's now. So, can you make a strength saving throw?
I need to
please,
move
as the
myself
thing
closer, actually.
tries to lift you off the ground.
9.
Cool, and it does. It pulls
Actually,
the
Do I
filament.
have inspiration? No, I don't.
Cool. Just remind if anyone has inspiration. If you do, you can roll with advantage on ability checks and saving throws and stuff, or you can get a critical hit on a strike, which I think Steph, I did you dirty on when you used your inspiration before. So I've been meaning to clarify that when someone mentioned it. But yeah, so you are pulled up by this creature. Luckily, that's its action to do that. But now it's got you, and you're with it, and you're dangling off the floor. It is running up the ceiling with you.
Okay.
Oh,
It goes-
no.
Up the wall and onto the ceiling. So you are now attached to this creature 30 feet in the air. I suppose you're attached to it is good news.
Oh, if it's running away, do I get attack opportunity?
Yeah, you'll get attack. It'll take that. That's fine. Yeah, you can roll an attack opportunity. Your reaction.
Come on. I dropped my dice. I'm not gonna go looking for now, so it's gonna be a live dice. It's gonna be an online dice, and that is 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Roll some damage.
Sweet. That's 6 damage,
Cool.
and wait, where is it? Where is it? I have something where if I hit somebody with a bonus action, they can't move.
Yeah, that's Sentinel.
Yes, that's it. Thank you, Sentinel. I just got to find on my sheet. There it is. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn.
Cool. So as it goes to move away, you just punch it right in a
Yep.
sweet spot, and it just shakes. It's still got hold of Shafe, but
Yeah.
actually
But it
it
can't
does not
run off
move,
of
and
him.
it's still right next to you. That's very good use of Sentinel. I like
Yeah,
Sentinel.
very,
It's good.
very good.
Cheers. I love Sentinel.
Cool. This Choldriff is going to scuttle over to Neshka and is going to try and attack you at disadvantage, but it's going to try. Because why not? It's used its spells and they didn't work. Okay, well, that was like a 19 on one and a 7 on the other, so a total of 11 to hit you, Neshka.
Doesn't hit.
As it tries to stab at you and just can't, because the sunlight is still blinding it. Cool, and it only gets one attack. Then Kingsman, you'll get a spectral attack at you. Misses of an 8. As again, this Choldriff can't quite control it to actually stab you. So you're both just getting these daggers go past your face and body and absolutely whipping it both times. And then it's the Dryder. And she looks around and she sees Things are actually going pretty all right for her at the moment. She's untouched so far. She's just going to walk along the ceiling
Oh,
to about there,
Get back.
where she can see Mrs. Bimblebomble.
No.
And she's going to try and cast a spell at you.
No.
But don't worry, with a 10, that misses.
It do.
Cool. As you see, she fires this bolt at you that's like this purple energy, and it zigzags through the air. And as it does, it hits the wall behind you. She misses with a chaos bolt.
ooh.
Ugh.
Cool. That is their turn, because there are not actually that many of them left. But again, I'll reiterate, the Drider is untouched. It's not been touched at all, but is quite enjoying themselves. Cool. Mrs. Bimblebobble, you're right. You've just had this spell smash into the wall next to you, and it is knocked the brick down.
I'm gonna make a little run back up to the piano. Oh no! With my little heels clicker-clacking across the cobblestones. And I am seeing that Neshka's going through it a little bit at the moment. I'm going to make a short bow attack at the little chibi spider that's against her.
Chibi spider.
What even is that? Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 will hit the children.
Ah!
It's just a spider. It's just a big
This is
spider.
a spider. Oh, and I
So
get my
mean.
sneak attack on that, don't I? Because she's
Yes, yeah.
in. Nice. So that is 10, 12, 13, 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do
nice.
some maths quickly. Cool. That child starts to look a bit wounded now as you fire this, and it goes into its abdomen, and it looks, starting to get hurt now.
Lovely. And as a bonus action, I'd like to hide amongst the piano debris.
Oh, would you?
Ooh, lump out.
Let's see.
Okay, that's not quite so bad. That's 15.
Cool. All right. You'll find out if you're hidden, won't you, at some point.
So mean.
Hey, when you know you're not hidden, it's really easy to do. When you're not sure, I think that's more fun for me. Kingsman, you're up next. This spectral dagger keeps trying to poke at you and jab at you, but just cannot get it.
I'm kind of ducking and diving away from it. I want to kind of move around it so I can start to flank this creature.
Yeah.
And I've still got the arms
Yes, you
from
have. Yes.
the Ch02. So I'm just going to start wailing
Can you
into it.
Can you roll me a d20, please?
Just
to check
randomly.
something. Yep.
It's a 7.
Cool. One of the arms has one of the daggers in it. Cool.
Right. So let's roll to attack. Is it +6? That's an 18 +6. That's got it.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah.
So what did we do last time?
So for this, you will get, because you've got the dagger on this one, we'll say, you can roll a d10. For the normal one, it's just a d8.
Right.
It's basically like a long sword is how I'm treating this, because they've got claws at the end, like they're quite vicious arms.
Okay. And I've got my toothbrush, so that gives me 1d4, and I'm raging.
Yep.
So
Don't get to add
let's
your
do
range
this.
damage.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. That's it. Yeah, 16.
Cool. And that's on the first attack.
Yep.
You've
Right.
got another attack.
That's a 19 +6. Here we go
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Absolutely.
This is a lot lower. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Cool. How does this look, Kingsman? As you
I'm
use
literally
this creature's
flailing.
kindred spirit's arms to kill it.
I'm flailing, and it's like as the dagger manages to make contact, which does cut into it. It's just, the blood is going everywhere, and I don't care. I'm like, I'm just raging and screaming into this thing. Hopefully, as I kill it.
Cool. Let me just check something. No, that's fine. They don't have that. That's all right. Cool. Yeah. So as you do, you hit it, and the knife just goes straight into the body, and it reaches back, and as it does, you smack it around the back of the head with the other one because it's looking at Neshka, and it just goes limp, and its legs, it just like does that spider thing where its body just crawls up,
Oh.
Yeah.
but it very just
Nice.
Oh.
doesn't say anything. This one, it just dies really sadly.
Good.
And you'll be pleased to know the spectral dagger disappears.
Good. Even better.
So you've thinned the field quite a bit. You're all doing okay, I'd say.
So what was the
anything
name of
else
that
on your
creature?
turn? The one you just killed.
Yeah.
A
Jeffrey.
Choldrith. Jeffrey.
I'll put that Jeffrey.
Jeffrey the Choldrith.
I was like, I'm going to go back on this in a couple of years. Like, yeah, I'm killing all these things. I don't Jeffrey. What's?
What's a Jeffrey? Turns out a really creepy spider thing. Cool. Any movement from you or anything? Or bonus action?
I'm going to move up to the chairs, and I'm going to pick up a chair and start on my next turn. I'm going to start heading towards the Drider with this chair because I'm going to throw it.
Cool. I mean, I'd
That's
let you
my
throw it
next
from where you are, to be fair. You don't have to get near the Drider if you want to start throwing
Well,
chairs.
I've used both the attacks. So,
But on the next turn, like, if you want to throw chairs from where you are,
Yeah.
definitely, I'll stay. What I do then, I'll get in a better position to throw chairs. I'll pick up one each, you know.
Got to get a position
I'm
to throw
happy
these
with that.
shares.
Cool. So that is the end of Kingsman turn. As you will see, Kingsman
Yes.
go a little bit mad and destroy this Choldrith, and then go and pick up two chairs, which is really weird, or one chair because they'll pick the next one up his next turn. But Neshka, that is now your turn. You're in the side or above your head towards Mrs. Bumble Bumble. You are no longer right. Let me just double check. It's not at the end of your turn. It's the end of your turn from memory, so that's fine. So at the end of your turn, you won't be frightened.
Okay, so I still can't approach her right now. Not that I could anyway, because she's on the ceiling. But
Yeah, you can still attack. It will just be at disadvantage. There is still the cave fissure on the wall that has got chafe in its filament.
So what I would like to do is cast Spike Growth on the ceiling
Awesome.
Oh,
Nice.
in a 20-foot radius around the Drider, so she
The
can't
Neshka
move
Spike
through
Growth
it without. Yeah. If she tries to move through it, she will take 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet.
Okay.
nice.
That's not very nice of you. Why are you being mean? Being mean to the poor Drider. Cool.
She
So
stabbed
that
me
is
so many times.
the Drider's done nothing really to anyone, really. Like, you know, not really. Tried to, but failed miserably several times. Of course, so you all see these thorns come up on the ceiling, and the Drider looks around and is very unhappy about that. Anything else on your turn, Neshka?
That's it. That's all I got.
How large is the area of thorns?
20-foot radius.
Ooh, nice.
Big.
Emanating from her, I assume. So that's quality.
Cool. As her legendary action, though, she does not want to be in these thorns and is going to jump down from the ceiling. So we'll take the damage, though, because she uses 30 feet of movement to get down. And the spell is quite specific about just the amount of movement you use. So roll some damage for me, Neshka. As the Drider is not apparently concerned about it, it's quite willing to take some damage at some point.
Oh, go on. Oh, shit. These dice keep dropping. This is why I don't use physical dice. I drop them all the time.
Yeah, maybe you should have visual dice.
You're just clearly not rolling them
I
enough.
remember now I was banned from using physical dice. I would drop all my shit all the time.
That's such a brilliant reason to get banned.
5 piercing damage.
Cool. Okay. She does not look too bothered by that. But she is on the ground now. As you've done that,
Oh, is it how many feet of movement did she
30
use?
she used.
Okay, so that was just for 5 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. So do.
Oh yeah, go again.
So I will allow you to do 6 times 5.
Oh,
Or
nice.
you can roll 5 more times, basically.
Okay.
Go for the roll. Go for risk it for biscuit.
Oh no, the second
Yeah.
one was 2.
Okay, I take it back. Actually, that's
No, it's too late now. That's it.
Next one was 3.
You misheard me earlier. What I sounded like risking for biscuit. I said was, do not risk it. I love biscuits.
Oh, 7. Okay,
Oh,
Nice.
I got it now.
2 more.
2 more. 2 again.
Cool. And the last one.
3.
Great. Cool.
Still nice.
Yeah, actually looks a little bit more bothered by that. The 5 was not bothered about. And then
Oh, good.
as the driver lands on the ground and realizes that lots of her legs have been scratched and cut.
Yeah.
And actually looks very unhappy with you now, Neshka. But you're no longer frightened of her. So
Oh, good.
next turn, you can do what you want. Vaughn is going to try again. It's now his turn. He's going to
Go on, Vaughn. Come on,
He
Vaughn.
fires 2
You can
arrows.
do it, Vaughn.
Get in there,
Cool.
Vaughn.
So he definitely can because he gets a nat 20 on 1 this time.
Yay!
All right. Full positive reinforcement,
Hmm.
Vaughn.
Yeah, he really appreciates all of you and your positive reinforcement. And then on the other one, that is going to be a 21. So, okay, yeah, he absolutely listens to you. He's like, oh, yeah, I can do this. I'm going to do it. It's fine. I'm going to do it. And he does absolutely smash the
You're the
rider.
man, Vaughn. Whatever
So-
gets him to work.
Whilst I'm adding this up, Shafe isn't here. Kingsman, can you roll a strength saving throw for me, please, to see if he gets out of it? Whilst I add up. the
I
lots of
have
damage.
rolled a 10 on the dice.
Cool. He is still stuck. But can you, Han? Can you roll a d20 for an attack for me? Because I'm pretty sure Shafe would try and attack this thing. He would just take it.
Totally.
That's fine.
That's 14 on the dice.
Yeah, that'll hit. I know it's a modifier, but that's fine.
Hey.
And so I've got to remember his bloody weapon now. He's got a stupid weapon I gave him.
Stupid weapon.
Keep your bloody weapon, what I gave him.
He came up with this great idea, and I was like, yeah, that sounds really cool. We'll make it work. And now I've got to remember all the stupid damage that I've made him do. The
Oh,
paladin already. Cool. I'll get you to roll the damage for a second. So, can you roll a d8 and a d4 for me, please, Neshka?
$11. 8 on the D8, 3 on the D4.
Awesome. And then he gets +4 to that, so 50. That K-Fish is looking pretty badly hurt. Cool. Far, it is now your turn. You can see Shafe is being held up by this cave fisher, and he's got a couple of attacks in, and it looks like it is probably hanging on this cave fisher, but you do need to actually hit it.
I'm going to finish it off. First attack is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 hits, roll some damage.
Second is a 14 to hit, so not so much.
Roll the damage on your first one before you roll.
Oh, sure. Okay, so that's 7 damage.
Okay, yeah, roll your second attack.
Okay, so that was a miss on the second one there. I'm going to fly blows it again just to finish this guy off, if I can.
Okay. Yeah, I think it.
That's 20. Wait, does that matter?
Hey.
Yes, of course it does. Yeah, what's it about?
Yes.
Yeah.
It means you definitely
God.
cannot miss him on that.
Great.
Cool. So max your dice damage that you would have done, and then roll again and add your
12,
modifier.
15 plus 8, so that's 23. 23.
Cool. How does this look as you kill this cave fisher? Far?
As the cave fisher is starting to drag Safe up the wall, it's given just enough room for Foster to just reach back for a full awfully Dragon Ball punch and just pow, right through its abdomen and hurts his hand on the wall because it goes through it.
Nice.
Yes! Ow! No!
And the creature immediately, the filament just dissolves and Shafe falls to the floor, but he's only he's not that far. He's not going to take any damage. and the creature falls next to him as well, dead, just laying on its back.
I pretend that I catch chasing my arms like the bodyguard. It's very cool, very romantic.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Don't tell my said that when he gets back.
Cool. You'll also all notice that now I've actually managed to add up the damage that Vaughn did while you were doing that. The Dryad looks like wounded now. Like he did very well in his last 2 arrows.
Oh damn, nice for him.
But at the end of your turn, Far, we'll just measure that. Yeah, as the last person to kill something, she's going to make an attack against you, but with disadvantage because of the sunlight that's still burning inside this room. Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Cool. As you see, she flings this acid at you as her last legendary action for this round, and it hits the wall next to you and starts to dissolve the wall, but it's missed you, so that's pretty good. You've got to be happy about that.
Little for a natural dodge there, very nice. All right, I saw that.
Cool. So end of your turn. Anything else? Have you used both your flurry of blows?
End of my turn, for I'm going to move up to aid with the Dryder to just back here. I'm going to hide. What is this, like a table?
Yeah, it's a broken table.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get up by the broken table.
Okay, cool. It is now the Dryder's go. She moves up to you, Neshka, brandishing a sword now, and just screams at all of you. You don't understand what you're doing. There are more like me, and no matter what you do, we will come, and we will extinguish your light. And is then going to attack you. That.
Oh, I should have moved up to Neshka.
And swings the sword twice. At disadvantage. Cool. 10 doesn't hit you, Neshka. Oh, that's very mean, a nat 20. But the other one was an 18 to hit you, Neshka, with the sword.
Yeah, that's
cool. Yeah, it's just a long sword, so there's nothing special about it now. So it's 6 points of slashing damage. And then she's going to try and bite you. Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Cool. As she swings this sword at you twice, and then in anger just reaches out and bites you into your shoulder. The bite's not too bad, to be fair. It's the poison damage that'll get you. Let's do this. Cool. So you take 7 points of piercing damage and 11 points of poison damage as this something about her bite seeps into your blood and is incredibly painful.
I had 11 hit points left. However, I have a feature that's let's see.
Oh yeah.
When I am reduced to 0 hit points, I can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Yes.
Cool. And how does that look, Neshka? Is everyone else like sees you take this damage and sees you get hurt, and you look like you're about to go unconscious, but you draw yourself out of it. How does that look for everyone?
So it looks like I'm down at first, and then just suddenly Neshka just screams and gets back up again, and it's probably more emotion than you have ever seen from Neshka.
Far's just like, oh goddamn. You are screwed now, Dryder lady.
The Dryder just screams at you, Neshka. Why would you die? But cool. So that is the Dryder's turn. There are no other enemies on the board at the moment. So, Mrs. Bumble, you're up next. You've just seen this Dryder attack Neshka to some degree.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I would like to shoot at her with my let's do the bronze fire arrow.
That's number 3, isn't it? I think
it is number 3. Yeah. 22 to hit.
Yes, it absolutely will hit the Dryder.
As a bonus action, before I do that bit of damage, can she roll a deception check? So I'd like to use my insightful fighting.
Is that just to get sneak attack?
Yes.
You get it, and Neska's still up.
Sorry, I was planning this when
Sorry.
Neska wasn't there.
Yeah.
That's fine. Forget that. Cool. Oh, that frees me up for so many things.
Yes.
Okay, so off the bat, let's do. So it's gonna be 5d6. Yes. 6, 10, 16, 17, 18, 22 points of damage.
Cool.
And I think Mrs. B is going to come out, pointedly out of hiding. Women shouldn't tear other women down, but I'll tear you down, you leggy bitch.
Brilliant. And this fire arrow fires through and absolutely gets purchased and burns into the side of her flesh. Neshka, you can smell like the burning of hair and also a spider being burned, basically. It smells very unpleasant. Cool. Anything else on your turn? She is still up. She's really badly hurt now, but she is still up.
No, I am not going to do anything else this time.
Not going to hide?
No, I'm not going to hide.
Cool. No worries. So as you don't hide,
yeah,
she uses a legendary action because she's got the back, and she fires some acid at you, or attempts to. It's going to go in your direction. She's not done very well so far.
My general direction.
Yeah. Cool. An 11 to hit.
It does not hit.
Man.
Nope.
That genuinely, that glow has really helped.
Yeah, that's super handy.
Cool. So you again see this acid fire across, and it lands on the piano and starts to dissolve the wood. But she misses you.
A flip of the bird.
She's Kingsman, you are up. The driver is looking badly hurt. Is down on the ground.
Give her the steel chair.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a chair. I'm going to pick up both chairs.
It's Kingsman out of nowhere with a steel chair.
And just to kind of get her attention as well, as I throw the first chair, I say, "Oi, bitch legs!" Right, and 2 chairs go flying through the air into the drider.
You just hear everyone say, "There's no need for that sort of language, Kingsman. We don't need to use that sort of thing against people. You know, it's okay."
I'm raging.
Oh yes, I've seen that before. Okay. Cool. So make some attacks like you would make a normal attack because you're proficient in improvised weapons. So it's your strength plus your proficiency.
So that is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And shall I roll the d6 per chair plus proficiency?
Yeah, it'll be a d6, but you have to roll again for the second chair to attack and hit.
Yep. Okay, so that's 5 plus my d4 is so that is 9 points of wood chair damage. For the first
bludgeoning.
hit.
We're going to call it bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Wood chair damage. There you go. Bludgeoning.
Cool. Looking very badly hurt.
And the second hit, the second hit or the second chair is 16.
Cool. You see as you do that, she fires this silvery magic at you, and it gets in your way. Can you please roll again as she casts silvery barbs? So reaction to
Silvery barbs.
Oh, no.
That's the same again. It's a 16.
Cool. Yeah, 16 is exactly her AC. So you still hit.
No.
She looks really pissed about that. Oh, come on,
I only it's not good news, but I am raging. So I rolled a 1 on the d6. I rolled a 1 on the d4. Plus my 2 rage damage. That's 4 points of damage from the second chair.
Plus your strength modifier.
For 5, 6, 7.
7. Cool. Looks like she is hanging on. As these chairs fly across the room, and Neshka, you just suddenly, having screamed and got up, chairs just fly in from the side and smash against this drider. You see her try and stop one and get in Kingsman's way, but he's able to still throw it and hit her in the face as they just smash on her large body, and some of the wood sticks in, and her legs start to look a bit weaker. She is struggling to hold herself up.
Would you say that she's hanging on by a web?
Oh no!
No, I
bad.
wouldn't. No.
I voluntarily take psychic damage.
Yeah, you all take psychic damage. Cool. She's going to use another legendary action though, and this time it's going to aim for you, Kingsman. Cool. 15 to hit you, Kingsman.
15 does hit. Yeah.
Excellent. And let me just double check what level I put her at. This. Okay, so she'll get that. She fires acid at you. You're not going to take a lot of damage, but take a little
She
bit.
loves acid. She spouts acid all day.
Yeah, she does love acid. She takes 4 points of acid damage as it hits you, so you don't reduce that at all. And it starts to like sort of burn your skin, and the oil on your body just sort of evaporates a little bit. Anything else on your turn, Kingsman?
No, that's it. That's good.
I don't
Cool,
know
I
if
think-
being
yeah,
oiled
that's
up,
pretty
but I'm here for it now, I guess.
Neshka, you have screamed yourself back up. You are stood up. The chairs have come flying. You've seen acid thrown back. You have 1 hit point. The Dryder looks like she's hanging on. What would you like to do?
Come on, fight.
I'm going to Neshka is going to shout again, and it's like this terrifying primal sound as her fingernails start to grow longer,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
and she's going to just lunge at the Dryder, just slashing
Oh,
with
damn.
her claws. That is that is a 21 to hit.
Yes, that will hit you.
All right.
Get a girl.
14 damage.
Cool. How does this look, Neshka?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just gonna rip her apart. Just.
And you will see this as Neshka, as she jumps up back, as you all think she's gone down, and just immediately rips through, like ripping off the armor of this Strider who's got breastplate on, so it's got armor on, and Neshka just rips it off and starts ripping through flesh, and the Strider just dies, or starts to die and fall to the ground. So we will come out of initiative as there is no more threats.
Right.
And
It's definitely no more threats now.
as the Strider dies, Neshka, she, with her last energy, grabs you and pulls you closer, and just whispers to you, "You won't stop him. He is going to get you." And then dies, and the life leaves her body as Aknor, the Driver, is dead. Well done. Only one of you went down, and technically was still stood upright. So I think that counts.
Mhm.
I never went down, still counts.
But cool. So there are bodies littered around you of your enemies. Mrs. Bimblebomble, you'll hear it first. You start to hear footsteps coming down the stairs, like lots of them. You can tell there are lots of footsteps because of the reverberations. Do you want to do anything about those footsteps?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna run to the bottom of the stairs, like kind of like crazy old lady, wide-eyed, with my short bow to sort of intercept whoever's coming down.
Can I
Not
go
to
over
fire,
and
just to be
heal up
prepped.
Nishka a bit first before something else happens?
Cool. So as you do that, Mr. Bumblebumble, you see a familiar face. As Belalia Tanathar, the chief high guard of Drudan, comes down and doesn't act aggressively to you, hasn't got a morning star drawn. It will not be necessary. Do not worry, Mrs. Bumblebumble.
Well,
just-
good to see you, dearie. All right, okay.
Gently
Cavalry's
pushes
here.
your short bow away. So, and behind her, as she comes in, closely followed by Sabre Javar, the other high guard, there are about 30 guards that come into this room, because some of you may have forgotten, but before you came down here, Vaughn told her what was happening and what to do, and had said, "Can you please bring some people?" because he's worried. So you have reinforcements. This place is safe. You see one of the guards pulls out a scroll and starts to read from it and cast a spell, and the gap in the end of the room just starts to seal up as he uses the Dark Seal spell, and it is just bound with stone, so nothing else can come through. What would you like to do for the next moments that you have here?
I want to try and immediately kind of get the guards to sort of make a bit of a gap on the stairs. Like, excuse me, just active crime scene. I just want to have a wee look before anyone steps too much on it, please, dearies. And I want to have a look at the stones where Senka fell, just to see if there's any like remnants of what was left from that.
You can see a burn mark in the stairs. What is it specifically you want to find out? Because that will determine what role you make.
I think I'm looking for any pattern in the burn or any like residue of sort of, soot, debris, anything kind of physical left over.
Yep, you have to roll for that. You absolutely can see that there is soot around here. The stairs aren't burnt though, but there is soot left from the fire that was here.
Okay. I'll scoop up a little bit into my handkerchief and tie it up.
Excellent. Is anyone else doing anything?
I want to have a check on the bodies of the original two that we took out in seconds.
The twins?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
But as I pass Neshka, I'm gonna just give her a little jab in the shoulder for 8 hit points, and then keep moving, just to give them a look over. What have they got on them? He goes, good work. Like, still terrifying. There you go.
So if you're looking over the twins, they've got a couple of daggers on them. It's pretty much it. They've got nothing else. So when you roll for it,
no missives or anything, no information.
No. You would probably get the impression that Senka would have had that.
Ah, right. Okay.
The twins were not the brains of this bunch.
I pushed the twins under the table, I guess.
But Lali would. There's no need to we will get rid of the bodies. Don't hate them. There's no to hate the bodies.
Oh no, it's just kind of. I don't know why I did that. I keep pushing them.
Everyone acts differently in this situation. You may not be familiar with killing things.
I'm kind of mad, but not that mad, I guess. Not really mad enough to do much.
Cool. Neshka, what are you doing? As you are now on 9 hit points, which is good. Anything else you want to do?
Neshka is just sort of like stepping away from the Drider, looking a bit embarrassed, sort of like wiping her hands on the sides of her outfit.
They're covered in blood,
yeah. She looks like she doesn't want to be associated with this, with what just happened.
Cool. Kingsman, are you doing anything?
I'm going to de-rage, just kind of come down a bit, be a bit more civil as people start to come into the room. That's all. Just be nice and calm. I'm gonna start to tidy the table and chairs where I am. I know I've destroyed 2 chairs, but I'm just going to get a chair and sit down. And
cool. As you're doing that, you catch the eye of Sabre, the pale-skinned drow with dark hair. She obviously identifies what you've just done in the anger, and she looks at you, but says nothing. Just nods at you and sort of
real recognize real.
Yeah. Shafe, just to fill you in, you were freed from the cave fisher by Far in his heroics as he smashed the living shit out of it and killed it. And then Neshka destroyed the Drider. You're now out of combat. The guards will come in. Is there anything you would like to do in this moment?
Only if people are injured.
Neshka is.
Neshka's the worst.
Okay, then I will. I'll cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Actually, these guys coming down, don't they have like a cleric with them or anything that could help us out?
You see no clerics here. These are all soldiers and fighters.
Yeah.
There are people to fight. You get the impression Vaughn does have magic, but he is very much sitting at the edge of the room at the moment.
I stop over the Vaughn.
15 hit points back, Nishka.
Thank
Nice. Does anyone need any more hit points? Is anyone looking badly hurt? Does anyone want any more hit points?
I wouldn't mind. I'm only on 19, but I'm still gonna give one. Hey man, you did a good job, but don't. What are you doing?
I'll cast another Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh, save your spells. I'll get Vaughn to it.
Yeah. Vaughn has 2nd level spells. He will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. He didn't roll very well, though.
God damn it, Vaughn!
So you'll get 8 points of healing.
Is he still distracted?
But I'll make an insight check as you're the one that's gone over to Vaughn.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Cool. He like clearly wasn't in the moment and in the fight. Like he wasn't brilliant, but he did have some good hits in there. He looks like he's sort of like disassociated a little bit. Like he has not enjoyed the fight, and he is not the friendly, bubbly person that he has been since he's been here. You get the impression he just really did not enjoy this fight.
Okay. Hey Vaughn, you okay, buddy?
Oh, just I don't, you know, I knew Agnel from a long time ago, before she was this, and I don't.
Oh.
Fighting's not really my thing. I've done enough fighting. Don't try to avoid it. If I'm being honest.
Oh, sure. No, I get it. So you guys like used to. What happened here? Like what? Okay, I feel like we should all like just collectively would like to know what is this? What is going on? What's with the giant spider ladies and like the holes in the wall where giant spider ladies come from?
Oh, I mean, I don't really know. I don't sort of like figuring things out isn't my sort of thing, and I don't really do that. That's
Oh
what
wait, so did he say he knew the Drider?
he did know the Drider, but like from a long time ago,
Right.
before she was a Drider.
Oh, you become Driders.
Yes, yeah, you, yeah. I
This is
can
actually
explain the lore behind it.
asking, going like, oh, you don't just get born a Drider? Oh.
No, so basically, what happens is you worship Lolth, the Drow Spider Queen person, if you're that way inclined, and then if you upset her, then she turns you into a Drider, and Eknal upset a lot of people. So yes.
Okay, that makes more sense now. She was your friend, and things went to shit. I get it. All right. Well, hey, look, we are appreciative of the work you did. I'm sorry, things might get worse, but it'll help to make it better.
Yeah, things get worse to get better sometimes. It's
fine. Right.
And as he says that, Balalia claps her hands in the middle of the room. Right, you five, come here. We will go back. We will take over now. You do not need to be here, but we appreciate the assistance you have given us. We will go back and report to the Empress. Come closer.
Okay. I don't see you in the north, sure.
Yep.
Do you all go towards Balalia?
Yep.
Don't say like that, man.
Cool. So as you do, she pulls out a scroll from inside her armor and just starts reading from it. And you see a familiar spiral start to appear.
Right.
But it's slightly different. It appears around you rather than in front of you. But it spirals up and then spirals down as you're all teleported out of this room to outside the throne room in Drudan. And you're back in the corridor. So you are outside the throne room and the doors are shut. And as you crash and you land perfectly on the floor, like Balalia has not put you 10 foot in the air like the Empress did. She's taken some care with this as much as she can. You land on the floor. And as you do, the doors to the throne room open up in front of you and a figure walks out. What appears to be a human man wearing a long brown leather coat, a simple shirt with like a button-up collar, very simple trousers, very worn leather gloves and worn boots, with a beard around his face and like shaved sides on his head and brown hair that is slightly spiky and slicked back. And he has these piercing grey eyes and these tattoo lines that go down his face as he smiles at all of you. Can everyone make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Is this a magic thing?
Yeah. Is this a charm
16.
18.
It's not a charm effect. It isn't a spell that you can counter because it's not been cast. You will find out more once you've done your saving throw. But you won't get any bonuses, I don't think, unless you have automatic bonuses to saving throws.
I just go, oh, that is 21.
Cool. Good.
10.
10 for Deshka.
16.
19 for Mrs. Bumble Bumble. Kingsman, what did you get?
18.
18. Cool. So, Kingsman, you take 3 points of psychic damage. Shape, you take 15 points of psychic damage. Neshka, you take 8 points of psychic damage. It was very lucky that people started healing each other. Mrs. Bumble Bumble, you take 7 points of psychic damage. And Far, you take 9, but you pass, so that is halved to 4 points of psychic damage. So everyone but Far, come back to you in a minute, Far. Everyone else, as you see this face and this smile, something in your brain triggers as though there is a memory there that is trapped and hidden. And seeing him has almost brought it out. but it physically hurts for you to try and remember it, and you can't pull that memory out, as whatever it's stopping it is powerful enough to stop it. But you all feel that sharp pain as you wince, and it pierces your mind. Far, you feel the same pain, but you were able to just fight through it enough. And you were taken back to a memory you don't actually remember. You're in the place where you learn your true skills, not the smuggling, but how to heal and harm with your body. And you are where you trained with your master, and he is in front of you. The edges are blurred, but he is very focused, and you can clearly see him before you. And as you're training, he suddenly stops and sends you away, waving you off as a figure enters the training area. And as you walk away, you see the man approaching is the same figure you have just seen outside the throne room. He smiles smugly at your master, and you see, waiting in the doorway, is the one who later replaced your master at your school. Make me an insight check for me, please.
Okay. Uh, 18, 12 plus.
Cool. So you are able to remember, like, pay attention. Like, you're not actually in this memory. You are watching it like almost a playback. And you read your master's body language. He is frightened of this individual, and he seems intimidated by him. And your master was always kind, calm, and resilient. But in this moment, he is frightened and intimidated by this man that you've just seen. And then you come flooding back where you are. What would everyone like to do?
I think far, like, we're in like a clump, or in a group.
Yeah, you are all together. Bilal is there with you. Vaughn and Sabriev stay behind, but there is 6 of you there.
I will absolutely tell the party, guys, this guy is dangerous. I don't know what he's doing here, but it can't be good.
Cool.
As soon as the pain in my head clears enough where I can think properly, I launch myself at the person.
Cool. And as you go to look for him, Shafe, he is gone.
Ooh.
He is not where he was. The moment you have all blinked, he has disappeared, and he is not there. And I won't make you roll for anything. Like, he is no longer in this throne room or in this corridor. He has vanished from this area.
Can I ask, is this similar to the feeling we had when we were fleeing the town?
Copper mask.
No, this is something different.
We were having like a memory. We had like a memory thing.
Oh, yeah, the battlefield. The battlefield,
Yeah.
weren't it?
It's a bit similar, but it is very focused on this individual now.
Okay.
Yeah. And you all realize that it's something about seeing this man has triggered something and has hurt you mentally.
Can I also ask one thing? When the guy came to diss my teacher, did he take any notice of me at all? Was it something he recognized? Cool. Okay, so
not that you noticed. In that memory,
okay.
you did not notice him pay attention to you. He was there to see your master.
Right, got it.
I think at this point I should probably tell everyone else what the Drider said to me as she was dying.
Cool.
She mentioned something about he is coming, and said that we would all be in a lot of trouble when he did.
Okay. The drow are still with us, right? Did they see anything?
So Bilali has just come back, as you've all had a conversation, like she has been somewhere as well.
Right.
She comes back and she pushes through all of you and storms through the throne room, where there are no guards anymore. You can just see the Empress at the end, and her son, the Prince, is just to the side at a small table. But she marches, stomping down the throne room with no decorum here at all, and not what you've seen Bilalia be like. And she screams at the Empress, "What is he doing here? Why would you allow him in here? What are you doing? This is stupid." And you would all know this is not normally how people would speak to the Empress.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Does
It's
anyone
like being
tell
your friend's house when they have an argument, and you're like,
oh, this is awkward.
I'll turn to Vaughn and say,
he's not there. He stayed behind.
Okay, so we just came back with Bilali.
Yeah, she brought you back. The others carried on their investigation.
I think I'll also tell them that that's the man. I saw that man before. So I've seen that guy before. He was at my old school before my master before my master left. Whatever he's here for is bad news. We should, well, if Balali knows what's going on, we should ask her, or at least back her up.
I feel like I remember him from somewhere.
GM, are any previous memories of this man gone, or
No, you feel like there'd be something is far. You would definitely realise this. Something is stopping you accessing those memories.
Yeah,
As opposed to they're still there. No one's wiped your memory or removed anything. And
the pain you
Mrs.
feel is you
Bumblebumble,
trying to remember, I guess.
Yeah, you specifically, Mrs. Bumblebumble, will know you do remember this individual.
yeah?
But
yeah.
something else is there that you don't
Okay,
remember.
cool. Ooh, I got the willies a bit there. Oh no.
Something's subduing our memories, but we should see what's going on with the Queen. Why would she invite him here? And why is Bellaria so like hard up? Damn. Do they know each other? Oh wait, Paul's not with us, so we have to just watch.
But you all, because he
I'll
just turned
go
up
into
sometimes, you're now all looking around for.
Yeah, right. Do they know each other?
Oh,
Turn to
anyway,
thin air and he's not there. Like, oh,
So when
right.
you need him, he's nowhere.
Yeah, when
Yeah, he's gone.
you need him, he's not around.
I'll walk into the throne room.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Shape, as you go down first, like they are having this conversation in common, but you hear more shouting from Bellalia, chastising the Empress, and why that individual was here. And the Empress just, forget your place, Bellalia, please. We have guests. Remember what your position is here. And just very dismissively waves her off. And Bellalia collects herself. I will have nothing to do with this. And spins around and storms out again, barging past you if you stay in her way.
No, it's definitely still about waste time. I'm ready for this.
She storms out. So it's just you in this room now with the Empress and with the Prince, who is over by the side. And just in case anyone doesn't remember, this is a long room with like 4 balconies at the side. There are pews on both sides. There is a carpet that goes down the middle. There's a pathway. The Queen is raised up some stairs on a plinth with a throne behind her. And just as you look to the left of that is this table with like food and drink on it and a chair where the Prince, another drow, is sat. And you would all know that he's the Prince.
Yeah, it's really hard to have Horn here. I think, yeah, so far looks to Shafe, because Shafe is Shafe's seemingly domain, I guess. So they're following his lead.
Empress, I guess the task that you sort of sent us on is done.
Good, that is very good to hear. So, who was responsible for it? Who broke through our gateway? Do you know?
No, I don't know who broke through the gateway, but
It seems that there were some of the guards who were working to undermine security in order to allow their families through. Unfortunately, it's maybe an inside job. Especially, what's the Willmaker's name?
Tebrin Mayer.
Tebrin, yeah.
Yeah, especially Tebrin Ray.
There were some deals being made, some eyes being turned the other way to allow people to come up from the Underdark. What brought the creatures up, I don't know. But we've closed 2 locations, one at the barracks and one in Elanthea at Tebrin's home.
You've done a very good job for me. I appreciate this. This was a sidetrack thing that is not the real reason I called you here, but evidently the recommendation I had for you was good, and you will all stand up to this possible task. How much did I agree to pay you? Was it 300 or 400 gold pieces? I don't remember.
400 gold pieces, yeah. That was,
Sure.
that was, yeah, each, yeah, that was it. That was what she said earlier.
5
Very,
actually. 500 each. I
oh, was it
believe.
5? Mrs. Beaky said, but yeah, 500 each, I think she said.
She won't remember because she doesn't care. Like, this is not going to be important to her.
That's great. That's my favorite kind of client.
So 400, you're saying?
Like,
Each.
is Mrs. B going to say anything? Or
hang on. I'm going
No,
to
this is your realm, Far.
through her paperwork. Or actually, 350 gold each was the agreement.
That's less. That's less.
Well, I tell you what, 50s are really hard to round up, so we'll just do 400. It's fine. It's fine. And she clicks her fingers 4 times, and it echoes in this room. And out of a doorway to the side comes a guard who is wearing this helmet that covers almost all his face with this like black hair feather that comes out, almost like a Roman helmet, with the just a leather armor on of Drudan with the purple and the black colorings. He's carrying a chest. He looks like he is struggling a little bit, but he will come over with this chest and just stand next to you. He doesn't look at any of you. He just comes and holds the chest in front of you.
I will take the chest.
Cool. Yes, quite heavy, but he will let you take it, and then he nods at the Empress and then disappears very quickly. So, we are done with this business, yes?
Yes. But you said this wasn't the reason you called us here. So what was the reason you called us here?
I called you here for a more delicate matter, something that is very important, that I need people who are independent, but that I can trust to perhaps do this. Do you all feel you could do something that is possibly quite dangerous, but very important to Snilmerg, the continent?
Absolutely. Because you would be paying us so handsomely as a wise and
Don't push your
generous
luck.
queen.
Stop while you're ahead.
I'll put on the charm, okay? Let me cook.
That silver tongue of yours, Fire. It will get you in trouble.
Oh, it definitely has many times. Several people's wives and husbands, actually.
I can imagine. So, then of course will be payment, but before we get to that point, how do you all feel about killing a king? And that is where we're going to end the session.
I was just about to say, if it's the High King of the Elves, yeah, I have absolutely no problem.
You will find out next time.
Wow.
For the next episode, where we will start chapter 3, which I'm not going to say the title of chapter 3 just yet. I'll tell you in the next session.
The assassination of the High King of the Elves.
No, it isn't. That would be far too wordy. But well done. That using the drift globe massively helped you out, because that could have gone really badly. So well done, all of you.
Good time.
And we'll see you next time. What she really wants you to do, and which king it is. There's only one king currently in existence.
It's me.
That's
Kingsman.
yeah. We all look at Kingsman. Go, wow, okay, he's a nice guy, but the money's
I am
right.
tempted. Yeah, you need to kill everyone that uses the term king. Anyone that calls himself a king, you need to kill. No, but that's cool. That is everything this session.
Nice.
You all also get to level up.
Hey. Oh my god!
This is good. 6th level paladin, if I remember correctly. Everybody gets bonus to their saving throws.
Oh yeah, because you've got your aura.
Yeah. We're gonna need it.
Yeah,
No, I
that
don't know
fun.
what you're talking about. You'll be fine. Maybe. But cool. Yeah, did really well. Are we back in 2 weeks, Dave?
I think it's longer, but we'll talk about that once we wrap up here. But yeah, I think that's I think that is a bit longer. Right. So again, thank you everybody. Fantastic session. I'm gonna run the end credits, so be warned, it's loud, and we'll see you again soon.
Hi guys.